It's Vicky from Bubble and Fins. As promised, I said I would show you the koi, or at least the setup at the moment. Yeah, we're cold, we're icy, but it's okay. So far, so good. It's been one of the coldest nights we've had. I believe it is sitting at around minus, at the moment, around -3. As you can see, this is my we're in a gazebo type effort, and this is the first bit of ice we've had on the poles. So unfortunately, you're not really going to be able to see the fish. They're just frying here. There's 100. Sizes are about an inch, 2 inches maybe, give or take. We can see one. Can you see one? Just there. But we're doing all right. We're doing all right. They're slow, but I don't blame them. I'd be bloody slow if I was living out here. You can see a few swimming down there, and there's some under the ice down there. But it is a very thin. Let me be brave. But it's a very, very thin layer of ice, so we're all right. It's just a wee crust. But yeah, we're cold. We're cold. But we're doing all right. We're doing all right. It's not too, considering I've seen a lot of other people's videos. There's some down there. Look. You know, where they've got outdoor poles and they're very cold. It's all iced up. Things have been breaking and cracking. But so far, touch wood, the rigged up system is doing all right. We're doing okay. We've just got pools of ice. But we're all right, people. We're all right. We're coping with life. It's all good. We're all good. There's nothing in this one. This one's just ticking over. I set both of these up at the same time. So yeah, but we're all right. We're okay. Everything is a bubbling. Everything is still running. Fish are still swimming. We're all good. Now, in all fairness, they're still pretty active. So let's have a look. I brought out my temperature thingy, my bob. Let's have a wee look. Let's turn it on. What are we at here? Oh, that's just... This thing takes so long. Anyway, let's see. Oh dear. 0.5. And we're still dropping. I don't even know if this thing goes to minus. It should do. This is my partner's food probe, in all fairness. I've just thieved it. 0. Apparently. And fish. Yep, 0. So, who knows? I don't know whether... I don't know how far down. Oh, no, it does. It does. It does. It goes to 0. Look, it says minus in the air. So apparently the water is 0. And it does go to minus. So I don't know how to turn it off. But we won't bother. We won't worry. Okay. So yes. So at the moment this is my temporary koi setup. And I'm going to take you over to where I'm planning to do my koi area. So let's go and have a look at that frosty land. Let's go see. Okie dokie, so here we are. This is, you'll have to excuse the mess because land has not been cleared. It's too goddamn cold. frost everywhere. My feet feel like icicles, so this is not going to be very long out here at all. But this is the area that I'm going to be using, like from this fence line, because this is one of my paddocks for my horses. So from this fence line all the way back to the hedge line, which there's ditches that run along there for drainage. So the idea is that my wastewater will go straight into the ditch that runs all the way along my hedge line, all sides basically. So that's where that's going to go. There was, when we moved onto the property, there was some old, decrepit, broken down, twisted bits of metal that resembled partly two polytunnels. There was no plastic left on them at all, other than the odd broken, like sort of like rip strains, as you can see here. This was originally the entrance to one of the polys. So I mean, there you go, look, there's still a bit of plastic down there where it's been dug into the ground. Tractor arms, cat. So this would have been the doorway, I'm assuming, through the latch that's on the wood. And they went all the way back virtually to the hedge line there. Whoever put them in originally concreted the blocks in, or concreted poles in, and they the poles fitted into this. But as you can see, quite a lot of them have been dug up already. So, you know, all the things were here, but there was just twisted bits of metal on the floor, and they were sort of beyond repair, really. I'm not too sure what happened to them. I know the wood frames at the back that were here, we took them down, or what was left of them, because there was all the wood on both the frames, because there was one, if you look, there's a pole there, so that was the edge of one, and then the other one sort of like ran to there. So it obviously would have gone up and over from one side to the other. Both the backs, the wood frames were completely charred. That one was completely down, just like a pile of charred wood and melted plastic. This one was still upright, but charred, melted plastic all over it. There was bits of melted plastic all along here. So I'm assuming they had a fire of some description. I believe the old gentleman that had the property before us used to grow plants. So I don't know what quite happened. But yeah, obviously fire. So I don't know if that's what done the damage to the polytunnels. And he obviously never got round to fixing it, or lost the will to do it anymore. A bit sad, really. The property, when we moved in, was in a right state. The house was horrendous. The land was just like my waist height of bramble. This whole area you couldn't get into at all. It was very much like that patch there. Just absolutely horrendous. We've left this bit because, you know, creatures live in there, so we've left that areas like theirs, but we're gonna try and work with the area that we've got here. So I'm hoping to put in some more polys. I'm sort of hoping around 3, sort of like running down here, and then one across the back, and then one going up this way to make sort of like a horseshoe shape, and then maybe put a an in-ground pond in the middle, for some bigger display koi. And yeah, this is going to be my spring summer adventure. So I'll try and document as much as I can of it. It's going to be a very slow process because there is only me Obviously I have to work. My dad sort of tinkers slowly, and he's at work as well. And my partner, who obviously works full time. So it's basically only going to be sort of like weekends or when we're here. So yeah, it's gonna go a bit slow, but hopefully this is the plan. Let me take you to the edge, because I'm planning not to do anything with this sort of area, because I want to be able to get round everything. But basically I'm sort of thinking like from where the polytunnels were back. So yeah, this is the bit I have to work with. A very old big tree who is staying. I refuse. She might need a trim. But I refuse to have her removed. Absolutely not. So yeah. And paddocks. Horse paddocks. Let's go and look. I don't even know why I'm looking, but we all know stuck through his fence. We all know that that's going to be frozen. But how frozen? Very frozen. That is very thick ice. My goodness gracious. It's like stone. So yeah. Everything's